I know Mojo, I know Pac-Man,
Yep.
and I know Donkey Kong. I know this matchup's going to get particularly screwy real quick. Mostly because whenever Mojo has to play any projectile or item-based character, like his game plan switches from just harass with big hitboxes to eliminate the playing field. Take
Yeah,
away
literally.
what makes your game fun.
Rampage, dude. He's going to go in, get those grabs, tack on that damage. Now, we've seen the coveted style, because we don't get to see a lot of Pac-Mans aside from Senji on their play styles. So it's going to be very interesting to see how a less developed Pac-Man player is going to fare against most of what Xeno has to offer. Oh, his tag is color. Okay. That's a cool tag. I like that tag. I feel like I've never seen that tag before, which is odd. It's like a very common name. Oh my, but he's going to go off the top right there. The only color he's going to be seeing is red as that first stock is taken right off of him by Mr. Mojo.
Absolutely cooked. We got the Giant Punch already charged up. Mojo preparing for something as we move on forward. Although, this matchup, once again, I say is strange just because not only does DK have all of the tools in the kit to eliminate a lot of what makes Pac-Man's zoning game frustrating for most big bodies, like, Mojo also has a fairly decent amount of experience with how to eliminate item characters. Even Pac-Man specifically, thanks to Waidu returning back to New York. So,
Even so, I feel like this Pac-Man should be mitigating a bit more of Mojo's approaches with those projectiles, as he's starting to do right now. He's starting to pick up a little bit of steam with the nice flurry of fares right there. Also great alliteration. But so much damage is already being tacked up. It's going to be very difficult as Donkey Kong accumulates rage and brings it ever so closer to Color's death. As the coveted Ding Dong is, looks like it's coming up soon. Oh, that was so cool! Oh my god, that was really cute. I always love seeing like Pac-Man besides Senji do like cool stuff. It's like, yeah, Senji ain't the only one who can do.
I mean, they all like to do the wacky setup stuff.
And the good part about Donkey Kong is that he's so big that he's basically a combo playground for most characters. And right now, Color bringing it back pretty nicely after that first stock where he looked like he just couldn't get his bearings right there. It seems all he needed was a little bit of time to adapt.
Yeah, but never count Donkey Kong out, especially while Mojo has the percentage in his favor. And while I actually really like how he's starting to move his game plan being strictly around Fire Hydrant or the platform, keeps his stage in check, makes it his, and takes game one.
I love how Pac-Man is just dead silent as he soars off in the sky.
Oh, Pac-Man and Villager do the same thing.
You just hear nothing.
You hear nothing.
That's how
dunzo.
tight. That's how tight they are. They're
not even tight. They can't scream. They're just like
they're screaming internally screaming.
All the pain's on the inside. Battlefields. I like the thought process. I like it because
Color, more space.
Yeah, Color has a lot more space. He's got a lot of room to play with as far as item play goes, attempting to juggle Donkey Kong, and even if things get a little screwy, he's got a little bit more wiggle room to survive thanks to it being as large as it is. However, the presence of the platform sort of mitigate that little bit of leniency, and we've seen time and time again, at least from consistent Long Island viewers, that Mojo knows what to do when his feet are on the ground.
Yeah, I was going to say, when he's in the air, it doesn't seem like there's too much what to do right there. However, Color is going to take that all the way to the bank as he is already racking up so much percentage, about to lap Mr. Mojo Rising. Let's see if he can ride the momentum off an SD. Really nicely.
Hold on, he tried to grab him.
Mojo,
it was nice while it lasted.
Mojo knows what to do with his platforms, though, typically, as you were stating before. I've seen him do a lot of crazy combos, some even done upon moi, unfortunately. So it's going to be very interesting to see how Color navigates around. But right now, Color has the advantage of, I don't have to approach. I just have to, oh, wow, that was cheeky. That was really cheeky right there.
All right, decent amount of shield damage presented by Giant Punch, but nothing to really get off of it except for that. And while not carrying any of the momentum, there's not much that Mojo can do right now. He's sort of at the mercy of bonus fruits. And
at the mercy of bonus. It's just like Pac-Man, just fire in his eyes. He's just holding like a
hold a two-dimensional melon like this is your end.
Oh wow, this could be the end though if Color gets this edge guard just right. Oof. Oh, we're gonna trade right there, and the Hydrant gonna actually be the saving grace for Mojo. With the Giant Punch up, this could be big damage for Mojo to deal upon Color. Plus, Rage is also becoming an increasingly imminent factor in this set right now. But that bell is charged up, though. All he needs for it is connect once, and he should be good to go.
See, this is where the platform is going to be a bit of a bane for Color, just because it's going to add a different dynamic to how he can get his own bonus fruits. We already seen the bell multiple times landing on the platforms, giving Mojo an opportunity to either take them or move them out of play. And sitting at max rage, I hate to, buy into the meme, but this could be anyone's game if Mojo knew how to DI.
This is the second time this game you have said something.
I'm trying to build up my point, and Color's like, nah, I'm nice too. Bringing it to game 3.
Tell you, the only color that's presented right now is red, because stop. Just stop, my guy. And that Mojo was stopped directly in his tracks, so we're going to be brought to a game 3 right now. It's been kind of one-sided, both of these games. Let's see if both of them can kind of pull it together for this game 3. Now, Dreamland.
This is going to be a bit more grisly than game 2, just because tri-plats are still there.
But now the stage is higher up, so and thus higher, closer to the ceiling of the blast zone. And Mojo could probably get an early conversion at like 50 or 60 if he plays his cards just right. However, if Color has his wits about him, he's going to want to play as evasively as possible and avoid getting grabbed, because that's pretty much the name of the game against Donkey Kong. Don't get grabbed and you win. With them enjoying a nice little romp through the trampoline there.
Cute usage of it. It's always been good as a momentum-breaking tool just because it forces out of shield options, it forces any type of grounded approach.
You know what frame it comes out?
It comes out frame 1, but I think it's active a frame or 2 after that.
So I've seen Sinji use it as an escape option a lot of times. And it also deploys a hitbox, so it's really good. And I guess he's just out of the range, or he just missed.
Clapped out of the sky. Mojo does not want to play with any toys this time. He just wants to deal with Color.
Wow, great roll on the stage to mitigate Mojo's pressure at the ledge. I tried grabbing up there. I don't know what kind of grab he was trying to go for. Maybe a jump or something. Whoa, that was weird. It hit the hydrant, but he already threw it. That's so weird. He's not dead yet.
Yeah, no, he's out of the ding-dong %, so it's good old-fashioned ledge guarding, which easier said than done against Pac-Man.
What I'd like to see Color use a bit more is his tilts. They come out pretty quickly, and they're fairly good get-off-me tools for Pac-Man to deploy, but I guess Color just doesn't seem to be knowledgeable of them, or just wanting to deploy them in any way. Maybe he's not thinking about it, because sometimes in the heat of the moment, you don't think about your character's best assets. Sometimes the nerves can get to you. Not to make assumptions, of course.
And even at that, it's like he has to worry about whatever Mojo has to throw at him, so he doesn't have as much time to set up. And beautiful use of Giant Punch. That big old hitbox.
Extended the hitbox, actually, duration of it, so it came out a bit slower. So even though Color spot dodged, he still didn't spot dodge in time. And now this is looking very dire for Color right here, as Mojo has him pretty much exactly where he wants him. No. Okay.
All right, smart recovery from Mojo. He saw that things were going sour, opted to go further from the ledge while Color sort of setting up the pieces to get him against the stage. I like that.
This is getting very hard for Color to remain evasive right here. Given how little space he kind of has, Mojo's also been doing a fantastic job of pressing him into the corner, and Color just hasn't been able to get off stage every single time. That is going to be the stock right there, but Pac-Man is at 118, so this is a very high percentage. One well-placed aerial can seal this game out.
Also, the lack of percentage that's on Mojo sort of resets the situation for potentially going into ding-dong percentages if need be. Although Mojo looking for a lot more of a direct line of fire onto Color at this point.
Oof, yep. You got
swinging his arm's going to do it.
Yeah.
Nicely played from both players, but Mojo's going to be climbing out on top.
If Color could work out the kinks of his, because he had a few misinputs there and his momentum, was kind of snuffed here there, I really think he could be a pretty promising Pac-Man here, because
New York's got a couple of them besides Sinji.
Yeah, there's packaged fruits.
And Waidu.
And Waidu.